Yo, 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 what is going on, y'all? It's your boy Sebastian Ryder, and you tapped into another episode of Cut Different TV. And before I introduce y'all to our guest today, hailing out of Jersey City, make sure you hit that big red button that says subscribe under whatever screen you watching this on. Hopefully it's a TV screen because you tapped in with Cut Different TV. Join the Cut Different family, man. Today we got somebody very special in the building, hailing from Jersey City, making all sorts of waves with his sound. He been doing this for a while, man. He got some dope shit on the way and he here to tell you all about it. We got my brother Keon, K.O.K in the building. What's happening with you?
Yes, sir. What's goody, Brody? Thanks for having me, by the way.
Yeah, man, I'm chilling. Welcome to Brooklyn.
I appreciate it, man. I'm loving Brooklyn so far, too.
Yeah, man. That's lit. That's
Word.
lit. So let's get straight into the shit, man.
Let's get it.
Tell me about growing up in Jersey City and, influence from being around that culture and, how you got started in music for real.
Word. So, Jersey City is like many other urban areas in America, you know what I'm saying? I feel like to a certain degree, some of my experience was pretty much, relatable with all children coming up in Jersey City where, you experience good and bad. There's gang violence, there's hard times, there's good times, there's parties, there's festivals, there's sports. So I feel like I had a very diverse childhood, which, led me to just having a creative mind and always staying mentally flexible, if that makes sense. I appreciate where I'm from, though, because that definitely shaped me into the man I am today. My roots in music, though, go way back from my pops being in music to my grandfather being a pianist and a vocalist. You know what I mean? And I kind of always did music to a degree, but I never pursued music as a career. I was always a boxer and a football player. So
You look like a motherfucking football player.
Word, buddy. Crazy part, we'll touch on it, but I was 350 pounds at one point.
Oh, wow.
So, this was like the final metamorphosis process of becoming Keon K.O.K when it was like, you know what, I want to change my physique, and that's how I want to market myself. So, but just coming up, that was just always the thing. Just try to find a way to creatively and passionately express myself and make it out of the environment that I was in. You know what I mean? Like, even though I loved it, I appreciated it, it's good and bad. As you start maturing as a man, you start getting older, you start noticing certain stuff is not necessarily the right way of life. Like, certain things that you just get exposed to that is like, you know what, I want better for myself and I want to aim higher. So for me, at first it was football and boxing, but I always kind of secretly did the music thing just as a hobby. But, in privacy, I worked on it till I got good at it. And then it just kind of, it hit me like, yo, maybe I should try this. Maybe, I want to do this music thing. And the crazy part was, because I was a football player at Delaware State. The week before school ended, I'm like, you know what, if I ever get a shot to try music outside of football and boxing and whatnot, I give it a go. And that very next week, I had actually got kicked out of school for altercation. So I got sent back to Jersey, and now I had all the time in the world where I'm basically reinventing myself, relearning myself, and that's why I honed in on the passion for music. Right there.
So you're playing ball, which is a dream in itself.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I would imagine you had NFL dreams, league dreams.
Facts.
So all that kind of gets taken away. I would imagine probably over some bullshit too.
Word.
So it's like that gets taken away. You've always had this desire to want to, pursue that creative path. You finally get the opportunity. Walk me through what it was like. You've got all this time in your hands. You start doing the music. When was that moment where you were like, all right, bet, yeah, this is what I've been looking to do all along?
Word. Like, so for anybody that's ever been to the gym, when you first start working out, it sucks. It's hard. You don't see no results. All you feel is pain. That's all you feel. But you stay consistent with it, then you start to notice, oh, my biceps poking out a little bit. My chest, you know what I'm saying? My chest getting a little
start gripping your arms
right.
a little bit different. Yeah.
My breathing getting a little better. So my process in music was that exact same way. At the very beginning, it was a dark process, bro. Like, I went through depression. I went through what I would call an identity crisis because I had so much of who I was wrapped around what I did. Like, I'm one of them people, when I devote myself to something, that's what I eat, sleep, breathe. So at the time, it was football and boxing. So to have that snatched from me, it was like, dang, like, how do I even, rebound? Like, I did all that to get out the hood and go to college and get this scholarship, and now it's just snatched from me, and I'm right back here. And it's like, you got to figure something out. Yeah. So, through the dark times, the nights alone, working, talking with my pops, talking with my mom, my family, just different people, that helped me just keep pushing through. And, you know, I was able to focus that anger, that pain, that everything into the craft. And that just helped me get better and better and better. And as I'm getting better, I'm like, you know what? I think I'm getting in my bag. Like, this might be for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, I did this for months before I even let my father hear a song. Because for the viewers out there, me and my father run the label together, Crown Culture, the label. So, and I knew he had did music back in the day. So it's like, and my father's a real dude. He ain't gonna sugarcoat for me. If he don't like it, he gon' as soon as I put it on, nah, that's not for you. You should try something else. So I'm nervous. I'm like, yo, if I let him hear it and he crush it, I'm like, oh, yo, that. So I'm just working, But when I finally let him hear it, I ain't even tell him who it was. I just put it on. And he like, oh, who this? I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, that's me. Like, what? So he run it back. And from there, yo, that's literally the start. Like, we took off from there. Like, he had jumped in full steam. So we just been rocking out ever since. And that's when I knew, like, yo, if another writer is able to vouch and say, nah, you got something here, it was just a boost of confidence. Like, all right, let me really hone in on it and them 10,000 hours mastering this skill.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's fire, bro.
Word.
And that's tough to see, like, father and son going crazy, you know what I'm
Word.
saying? And, like, back home, my pop's got a catering business. I grew up working with him and, like, seeing the entrepreneurial ways of doing things. And definitely had an impact and definitely contributed to my confidence as a creative and entrepreneur. So I respect that. And I respect pops, too.
Word.
So
appreciate you.
Now, I mean, fast forward, you doing shit with Connie Diamond now. You got the Get 'Em record that you pushing right now.
Word.
Walk me through from that time your pops came on board and you like, all right, bet, it's time to really go. I got pops on my side now. We got a team together. We going to do this label thing. How do you go from that moment to working with one of the biggest artists coming out of the Bronx today?
Man, it's just a journey, bro. It really is a journey. Like, and as an artist, sometimes you want to get up here and only tell people about the good. Yo, I worked hard and we did this and we... But to be honest, it was a lot. It's ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? It's times when it's like, dang, man, is this going to work? You know what I mean? Like, because some things, like even doing a press run, you got to do it so many times before people catch, okay, this dude's dope. Let me buy in. You know what I mean? And just the culture these days, we don't have artist development. So you kind of, as an artist, you got to take it upon yourself and develop yourself. Or at least have somebody around you that's a little more seasoned, a little older, that can help you along the way. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say it was just a process of, you know, having wins. I won showcases. I was in every showcase for real. Marketing, getting billboards, trucks, media trucks, different videos, different collabs. Like, it was so much to get here, bro. You know what I mean? Like, and it just, throughout that process, you develop the skin and the mentality that is ready for it when it actually works now. You know what I mean? Because if it happened too soon, you don't know what to do with it, which is why you see a lot of people crash out so early.
Yeah.
So for me, it was just that journey, bro, of ups and downs to where I developed a mentality to where it was like, okay, I'm unshakable. I don't care how good or how bad it get. I just know I got to keep going forward. And once I adopted that mentality, like, it was just a different ball game, bro. So we just been working ever since. Just working.
So whenever we have an artist on Cut Different TV, right? Obviously, your fans are gonna see this. They're gonna learn more about you.
Yeah.
They're gonna be checking boxes off, like, bet, like, okay, I knew that, or maybe, damn, I didn't know that.
Word.
They learned something new. But for people that are seeing you for the first time, describe your sound. And is it the Get 'Em record that you would say, hey, go check that out? That's me. Or is there another record in your catalog where you like, bet, you want to learn about, you know, Keon K.O.K as an artist? This is what you need to listen to.
Yeah, well, definitely go check that Get 'Em out on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. Definitely tap into that. But honestly, bro, all of my music is variations of me. Like, to really know me, you have to kind of sit and go through everything, bro. Like, I'm one of them self-aware people where I understand I'm a complex dude, yo. Like, I done lived a lot of different lives, from an athlete life to, you know, a student life to even just the streets to a certain degree. Like, I never let myself get caught up in it, but when you from an environment, bro, environment is always stronger than willpower. So eventually you're gonna see things of that environment rubbing off into your daily life to where as though it's like, yo, you know, you might start noticing, man, I'm going down a different path. Hold up, let me course correct. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just all of that, man, that compilation of everything. That's what make Keon K.O.K. And what make my music so authentic is that a lot of it is recorded during the time period of whatever I'm rapping about. So if I'm rapping about getting money, that's what I was really doing at that time. If I'm rapping about women, I'm really going through that at that time. You know what I mean? So it's like when you really sit and listen to the body of work, that's when you'll get to understand, like, okay, I connected with Keon. Like, I understand who Keon K.O.K is now.
Tough.
Yeah, so
Tough.
I would say you got to go through that whole process for real.
Yeah, damn. And look, hey, if you watching Cut Different TV, man, if this is your first time, welcome to the Cut Different family. If you watched it before, you know what I'm about to ask Keon right now. But before I ask him, make sure y'all hit that big red button that says subscribe, man. Drop a like on this video. Comment down below. He dropping straight jewels for y'all. I feel like we in Jared's right now, or motherfucking, K Jewelers or some
Word.
shit. Like we in, you know what I'm saying? We in the Diamond District. He dropping so many jewels. But I gotta ask you, Keon,
Yeah.
what would you say makes you cut different?
My mentality and my work ethic. It is no man on the face of this planet that's going to outwork me at all. You know what I mean? Like, I've learned that some of the things that make you successful in life are really intangible. It's not the money. It's not the cause. It's not none of that stuff. It's discipline, focus, consistency, intention, being intentional about what you want to do. Like, when you just wandering aimlessly, you know what I mean? You'll never get to a destination because you don't know where you're going. You know what I mean? And just being a student of not only the game, but being a student of life. Always understanding, okay, this whole joint is a process of learning. And I always take time to reevaluate. 25-year-old Keon, look back at 20-year-old Keon. 30-year-old Keon, look back at 25. You know what I mean? To make sure I'm always evolving. Recheck my ideas. See if I still understand things. If I'm still accurately analyzing and adjusting stuff. So I feel like it's just my mentality for real. Understanding that, yo, you got to put in the work and being comfortable with being uncomfortable. Like, a coach said that to me when I was younger, and I took that mindset and understood, like, yo, this ain't just about sports, bro. This life, if I could make myself comfortable with being uncomfortable, I can't be shook. You know what I mean? Like, and I'll always be able to come out on top and win. So definitely my mentality is what separates me from a lot of artists.
Fire, bro.
Word.
Thank you for answering that. And he cut different, man. He officially here, man. You part of the Cut Different family. And
Word.
I got to ask you, bro, just because, and I know that, you're a busy man. We operating on a short time. I got to ask you, though, when you looking back on, you mentioned every, 5 years or whatever it might be, that might not be exact. And you look back and you kind of track that progress and you have that self-awareness to say, okay, have I grown or am I wandering aimlessly? It sounds like you've always made progress. You've always grown. So for an artist that's watching this right now, they might be 18, 19, 20, shit, they might be 30 and they're just getting in the studio and they're like, damn, maybe I got to do this image or I got to focus on this. What would you say is a good measure of progress as an artist outside from the obvious of, getting opportunities with big artists and, being able to, perform in front of people or whatever the case may be? What are some intrinsic things that you would encourage people to look at to measure their progress or self-growth?
Well, I feel like the first thing you have to do is, one, be real with yourself. Like, I know it's hard because we all technically got biases, so we see things from our perspective. But to a degree, you gotta be real with yourself and understand exactly where you're at. Like, yo, I don't do this well. I do this great. Then you gotta have people that you aim toward. Like, okay, I don't do this well, but he do. So how can I incorporate some of that into what I do? But my own way, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to be like this person, not trying to do what they do, but kind of always remain a student of life and understand that you don't know everything. Okay, I don't write hooks well, but I'm great at verses. Yo, who's a good hook writer? X, Y, whatever artist. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what is it about them hooks that really catch people? Oh, it's the melody. Oh, okay, whatever the song's concept is, he get right to it. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that you can take, little game and tricks that you can take from people, definitely soak it all up, man. Always remain a sponge. You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side of that, you got to develop yourself to be confident in yourself and understand that all advice is not good advice. Sometimes you just got to stay on course. Take your time. You don't have to be mega superstar tomorrow, and spend time to really develop your craft. Develop your craft. Develop your image. Develop your personality. Make it you. Don't try to throw on a suit to be somebody else. Develop you, and they gon' rock with you, bro. Like, they're going to rock with you. And like some of the like measurement tools you can use to see that is how easily things start flowing. Like, I know when I first started, yeah, the music might have always been dope, and as artists, we feel like that. But if it's not connecting the right way, there's still something missing. Even though you think, oh no, I'm fire, I look like something isn't connecting yet. You gotta figure out what that is. It might be, yo, you gotta be more authentic, or maybe they don't know you, they don't see you. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, you gotta figure that out and then approach the game from that angle, like, and just work on it, bro. Just take your time and work and create something that stands the test of time, as opposed to, okay, oh, this the trend. I mean, let me just do this trend. You get a quick little bag, then we don't care who you are 2 weeks from now. You know what I mean? Then because once you got that moment, if it go, it's not coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Type shit.
take pride in that journey, get into that moment, because that's when you laying that groundwork. And then when it happened, you ready for it. Like,
Yes, sir. So thank you. I mean, damn, bro. Like, you an OG to me. You feel me? You an OG to me. And I always love just sitting down and talking and learning, because I hope that y'all are getting these jewels that he dropping. I'm catching them. My net worth is going up right now. You know what I'm saying? Just talking to you. So I'm grateful for that. And before you get out of here, man, tell them a little bit more about, you know, what they can expect from you from a sound perspective. Obviously, you're always staying aware with yourself and understanding how you're growing. So what are some of the things that they can expect moving forward musically, and also, you know, you as an artist and creative?
one thing that they definitely can expect is to grow with me. Like, we got a lot of music, but you'll hear the growth. Every project get better. Every song get better. It's always going to be authentically me. One thing I can promise you all is you'll never catch Keon just doing some trends. That's not in my character. If I became that, I would have my pop stop me from doing music that day if I'm just trying to sound like everybody else. So one thing you can expect is always originality, diversity. You know what I'm saying? Like we was just talking about before the cameras rolling. Every day not a bad day. Some days I might tell you about how great my day was, and some days I might tell you like, man, listen, I'm about to go up top on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you're going to get me. You're going to get me. So that's why my biggest thing is just to be authentic and connect with my audience, and then just show them a different lifestyle to a degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really wake up in the morning and run 10 miles. I really am conscious about what I eat, and used to be 350 pounds. You know what I mean? Lost 150 pounds. I read. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't necessarily do what you would see a typical rapper do every day. So I want to show artists that you can be that and still win. You don't gotta, oh, I want to rap, let me go ahead and start popping perks and doing all this weird, goofy stuff. Like, nah, be you, bro. We all weird to a degree, but be your weird. Don't be they weird. Like, do you. So that's the biggest thing. Like, I want that to always stay a focal point.
Word. And I don't want to just skate right past the 150-pound weight loss journey. Like, that's fire as hell.
Word. Appreciate you, buddy.
We'll get into that on the next time, but what I get from that, and I would imagine, you know, staying self-aware and understanding that every day is a different part of the journey.
That's
and
a fact.
focusing on that, and not necessarily looking at the end goal and saying, if I don't reach this, then I'm not successful. But understanding that every day you wake up and you get to be a creative is success.
That's a fact.
You feel me? I would imagine that's an analogy for the weight loss as well, and just like growing into being a superstar artist. You feel me?
Having that self-drive, bro. That self-drive is that's what the difference is. Like, it's one thing to be good at something or talented at something, but that self-drive is what take you from good to great. It gotta come from within. Can't come from nothing external, bro. It gotta come from within. You gotta want it for you. And if you do, it'll happen. Trust me. No matter how long it take, if it seemed like, yo, it's not happening right now, it's going to happen. You just gotta stay on course and keep doing what you're doing and grow. Keep growing. And you be surprised. You probably surpass anything you ever thought you could do. You know what I mean? Like, you just gotta stay sharp, keep going, bro, and stay on point. Like,
definitely.
Word.
Shit, man. I appreciate you coming on, brother. I know you got to head out. I know you got some shit going on. You know what I'm saying? You making moves. Where can they find you at if they seeing you for the first time? And anything that you want to say to your fans? Any last words before we get out of here?
Word. If they they tapping in, definitely make sure you tap in on the gram at Keon K.O.K. That's Keon K.O.K. We got all the music on YouTube at Crown Culture Unlimited. We on Apple Music, Spotify, everywhere. Keon K.O.K. We got Get 'Em Out right now. And for my fans tuning in, like, let's get it. We here. This the moment that everybody be asking me for, because people been asking me for a minute, yo, we need to hear your story, bro. You don't understand how different it is. Like, so we here. We working, man. And I appreciate y'all rocking with me. And I'm blessed, bro. Like I'm blessed. That's all I can say. I'm blessed, man. And I can't even think of a word to describe what type of feeling it is to be on this journey with my pops by my side. Like that give me chills. You know what I'm saying? Like we really conquering this shit by ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, so that's all, man. Just stay true to your people, stay loyal to your people, and go for it, bro. Go for it.
Hell yeah, man. That's Keon K.O.K, man. Welcome to the Cut Different family, brother. Thank you for joining us today. And make sure, I'm going to tell y'all again one more time, you know what I'm saying? If you watching this interview and you watched it all the way to the end and you still ain't hit subscribe, if you weren't already a subscriber, what are you doing, man? Join the Cut Different family. Drop likes, comment your favorite parts of the video, share it with your friends, man, and shit. If not, I mean, it's safe to say they hating, for real.
Yeah, they tripping. They tripping. Make sure y'all tap in, yo.
Yeah, for
they
real.
Tripping.
It's love, man. I go by the name of Sebastian Ryder. Y'all tapped into another very special episode of Cut Different TV. And y'all stay tuned, man. It's rolling. We rolling. We outside. Peace.